Most people hate the word budget because they think about it as a restriction. I know I did. I have always hated to hear the word budget. One of the biggest arguments, just like any married couple that my husband and I would have, would be a budget. I would say, I'm going here. Well, what's the budget? And I would want to scream. I hated it. It made me feel like I was being restricted, controlled. When really a budget is just the opposite. It's freedom. It's rewarding. Because when you set a budget, when you set a limit, when you set a goal, when you put balance on your money, you are actually preventing yourself from going into the negative, from borrowing today against tomorrow, from spending things that you don't have, from spending money that you are anticipating having. That's one of the worst things you can do. And really, when you think about money management, that's how we really get in trouble. We know that money is coming, you know that payday is coming, and before the money even hits your account, you're already spending money. God forbid something happens and you don't have all the money that you thought you were going to have on payday, or something happens and the money doesn't come through like you thought it would. And now you're in a bigger deficit than you originally thought. Or you borrow from somebody and normally everything works fine, and that one time that you borrow, nothing works out. It's a habit, it's a form that we walk into all the time. It's one of those patterns that has to be broken. And the only way you can break it is to really set up a budget and to live by the budget. I know too many people that set them up, and by the time money hits, and I always say this, money comes with a spirit, okay? There is a freedom and excitement and everything that comes when the money hits. You may already know that it's gone, but it is something about it hitting, and then you go back and reevaluate and rethink everything that you already thought. That can be good, and most of the time it's bad. Because if you follow your first mind, you'll stay on track. And you always want to make sure you have a balance. I'm the first person that will tell you, don't let everything that comes in be spent out on bills. But at the same token, don't plan to spend everything anyway. If we learn to live beneath our means, you always have a little extra to treat yourself and to do a little extra, because nobody wants to work and not be able to see the fruit of their labor, not be able to make a decision to go to a dinner without it sending everything out of whack. So there is a balance to this thing. But that balance begins with writing it down. That balance begins with making sure you know exactly how much is coming in. You know what you need to make sure that your life runs smoothly, that you don't lose anything. And then you discipline yourself enough to realize that while I can have a good time, I don't always have to go overboard. Budgeting is not restriction. Budgeting is about freedom, financial freedom. And you can't get financial freedom without a budget. And you cannot have financial freedom without a budget, without balance. And you definitely cannot get to wealth building without any of those. Before you can even think about being wealthy, you got to be able to manage what you have. That's why they tell you don't despise small beginnings. And that means small pockets as well. It's been your girl, the Queen Bee. We're talking budget. We're talking money management. We're talking financial wealth. Bye-bye.